What if the people who understand you best are also the ones most capable of destroying you? In People Like Us, Kirsten Modglen delivers a domestic thriller that weaponizes intimacy, proving that shared trauma can forge bonds stronger than blood and far more dangerous. This isn't just another story about toxic friendships or suburban secrets. It's a claustrophobic, emotionally raw exploration of codependency, identity, and the terrifying moment when the mirror you've been using to see yourself starts reflecting someone you no longer recognize. From the first whispered confession in the narration, listeners are pulled into a world where loyalty is currency, boundaries are suggestions, and love feels indistinguishable from possession. Perfect for fans of psychological suspense and character-driven tension, this audiobook serves up relentless unease, morally complex relationships, and a twist that doesn't just shock, it recontextualizes everything you thought you knew about trust. When Mara returns to her hometown after years of estrangement, she expects to reconnect with her childhood best friend Jess and finally unpack the tragedy that fractured their bond. But as old rhythms resurface and new cracks appear beneath polished smiles, Mara realizes their reunion isn't healing, it's rehearsal. Jess hasn't changed. She's perfected the performance of friendship while quietly erasing Mara's autonomy, one favor at a time. Maudlin masterfully avoids cartoonish villainy. Instead, she crafts antagonists whose manipulation is rooted in genuine need, making their cruelty feel tragically human. The audiobook narration amplifies this emotional vertigo, capturing Mara's dawning horror and Jess's practiced warmth with vocal nuances that make every "I'm doing this for you" land like a threat, and every shared memory feel like a trap. You don't just hear the unraveling, you feel the suffocating weight of being loved by someone who needs you broken to stay whole. What elevates People Like Us beyond typical domestic noir is its unflinching examination of female friendship as both sanctuary and prison. Maudlin refuses to reduce the relationship to simple betrayal. Instead, she explores how mutual dependence can become a cage when self-worth is outsourced. Mara's journey isn't about escaping Jess, it's about reclaiming the parts of herself she surrendered to preserve the bond. Supporting characters deepen the moral murk: husbands who enable dysfunction under the guise of support, mothers whose silence speaks volumes about inherited patterns, even the town itself rendered as an echo chamber that rewards conformity over truth. Every interaction reinforces the novel's core tension. Can you love someone without losing yourself? And more urgently, can you leave without becoming the monster they say you are? Even mundane rituals, coffee dates, group texts, holiday traditions become minefields where affection and control blur beyond recognition. For audiobook listeners, this production is an immersive descent into psychological limbo. The narrator embodies Mara's shifting perspective with remarkable range, from eager nostalgia to trembling clarity, while Jess's voice carries just enough sweetness to make her underlying hunger chillingly plausible. Sound design enhances claustrophobia without gimmickry, overlapping dialogue during tense gatherings, the oppressive quiet of car rides thick with unspoken accusations, the hushed rustle of fabric during forced embraces, all ground emotional stakes in sensory reality. Pacing mirrors the rhythm of gaslighting itself, accelerating during moments of manufactured crisis and lingering in false calm where doubt festers. Whether you're navigating daily commutes or lying awake questioning your own perceptions, the audiobook creates a portable pressure cooker where trust feels like liability and solitude feels like salvation. It's storytelling as embodied reckoning, transforming passive listening to active participation in a relationship that demands everything and gives nothing back. Ultimately, People Like Us redefines domestic suspense by centering female agency within codependent dynamics. It satisfies genre cravings for shocking reveals while delivering substantive commentary on friendship, femininity, and the radical act of choosing self-preservation over performative loyalty. No prior series knowledge is needed. It stands confidently as a complete, devastating journey. If you've ever mistaken intensity for intimacy or wondered whether some bonds are meant to be broken rather than mended, this audiobook will affirm that true connection requires two whole people, not two halves pretending to be one. Press play, brace yourself for the ache of recognition, and prepare to question every relationship that asks you to shrink to fit. Your next sleepless night isn't waiting in jump scares. It's waiting in the quiet horror of realizing the person who knows you best is the one who never saw you at all.